Just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Welcome in, everybody. Coach, just to start. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States, and I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world, and I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Luck on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On first down, Luck. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. That one a first down pickup of 8. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll try again with McCoy. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's make these baby.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Out wide, they have A.J. Green who can run every route you want on the route tree and take the top off a defense with his speed and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Bring it. Bring 90. I'm coming for you.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it with McCoy. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 1, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Geno Atkins got home that time. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Trubisky. Out to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A toss play. Gordon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. To Gordon, out left. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Trubisky looking for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off of play action. Luck. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On the draw, it's White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 70 yards as the Bears push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes LaShawn McCoy as he trots back out there now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 44, Luck. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Wow.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 17-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Trubisky to throw.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Trubisky, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Trubisky. Bust through the tackle. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Trubisky on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Josh Rosen, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. It's caught. This is White. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Hauschka with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck has got his target. It's Cobb. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Luck now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Luck. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. To throw is Luck.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A good pickup there at 22. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Luck. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
54, Mike, 54, all day,
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky, and he finds Seferian-Jenkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 12 yards there and a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Trubisky now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky caught. Seferian-Jenkins, right side. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. From the 16, Trubisky. Green's got it over the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards on the play. First down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Pruitt there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down. Luck now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 11 yards there, first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Luck. That's complete to Cobb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now Luck, and Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Luck. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Here's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now it's Locke. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Luck. Caught left side by Cobb. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. To the air again. Luck. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 83 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went back, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Luck. He sets the fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down. Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Luck, over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Luck, that's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check. Switch.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.